Hello, can you hear me? Great question. Whether it be consciously or not, every teacher has an educational philosophy. It is a system of values by which an individual develops their teaching style and direction. If we do not choose our values from our own personal experiences and beliefs, we will fall trapped into believing stereotypes and mythical norms. In my classroom, I will take on a transformative approach that will keep me challenging each and every stereotype. By taking on this view, my classroom will transform students rather than reproducing them, and thereby encourage them to be active thinkers. Paulo Freire proposed that there is no such thing as a neutral education process. Education either functions as an instrument which is used to facilitate integration of the younger generation into the logic of the present system and bring about conformity, or it becomes the practice of freedom, the means by which men and women deal critically and creatively with reality and discover how to participate in the transformation world. Ferrer strongly preached that every student is heterogeneous and will experiment with knowledge in a different way. As a teacher, I strongly agree, and therefore it is my job to help guide these students towards their own beneficial way of learning. It is my challenge to ensure that I find the best way each student will benefit individually and absorb and retain the knowledge that I am trying to impart. Coherent with this argument, a key factor in my philosophy is social justice. Throughout my teaching career that lies ahead of me, I know that there will never be two identical students. Some students will require more attention than others, and this is down to the fact that everyone is a different learner. By addressing social justice, I have the opportunity to eliminate stereotypes and mythical norms from my classroom, and I can challenge the students to be active learners and aspire to positively change the world they live in, regardless of how they are perceived by themselves or others. To get the best out of each and every student, I believe that a teacher needs to take upon a progressive and transformative look at education and their role within it. Alfie Kohn once suggested that a teacher should not only teach content, but should engage, understand, and develop relationships with students when doing so. This will give students a motivational drive to be active learners and will not only help me incorporate the students' interest into classroom activities, but also engage an important connection between the content that they are learning and everyday life. John Dewey said it best when he exclaimed that only through the continual and sympathetic observation of childhood's interests can the adult enter into the child's life and see what it is ready for and what material could work most readily and fruitfully. I know that my students will engage with the content in everyday subjects such as maths and English. Behind this curriculum, but there is also a treasure of knowledge in the hidden curriculum. By accepting and reacting to the diversity and differences in my classroom, I believe that it is crucial that my students learn the important social skill that everyone knows but no one is actually taught. Every student that comes through my classroom doors presents me with the opportunity to positively impact their future and alter the course that they may take. I want to encourage students to strive to exceed to over their personal best and ultimately make each individual a better and more rounded person. If I learned anything from Gandhi, it was to be the change you want to see in the world. This simply means that do not let compliancy become the norm. Thrive to make a difference, and thereby I will become a teacher that will make a difference in the formative years of my students in not only their academic achievements, but also their overall life experience.